Welcome to the WorldWire Update. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for more updates and thrilling short scenes. For decades, Boeing and Airbus have ruled the skies, their duopoly unchallenged. These two aerospace giants have shaped the way the world travels, setting the standard for commercial aviation and leaving little room for new contenders. But China's COMAC C919 emerged, aiming to break that dominance. The C919 represents a bold step forward for China, signaling its determination to carve out a place in the fiercely competitive global jetliner market. More than just a plane, the C919 is a symbol of China's ambition to compete globally in high-tech industries. It embodies years of research, innovation, and the aspirations of a nation eager to prove itself on the world stage. Designed to rival the Boeing 737 MAX and Airbus A320neo, the C919 promises similar performance at a lower price. Its advanced features and cost-effectiveness are meant to attract airlines looking for alternatives to the established players. China invested billions, seeing the C919 as a key to reducing dependence on foreign aircraft for its booming domestic market. The project also created thousands of jobs and fostered a new generation of skilled engineers and technicians. After years of development, the C919 made its maiden flight in 2017 and began carrying passengers in 2023. A moment of national pride. The successful launch was celebrated across China, marking a significant milestone in the country's aviation history. With domestic success, COMAC set its sights on global markets, seeking certification from top aviation regulators like EASA and the FAA. Gaining international approval would be crucial for the C919's future. International approval would open doors worldwide, making the C919 a true competitor and offering airlines a third option. It would also signal China's arrival as a serious player in the global aviation industry. For China, the C919 is about more than sales. It's about reshaping global aviation and proving its technological prowess. The project is a testament to the country's growing capabilities and its vision for the future. But as COMAC soon learned, global acceptance would require overcoming more than just engineering challenges. Navigating international regulations, building trust, and convincing airlines to take a chance on a newcomer would prove to be just as daunting. Just as the C919 prepared for international expansion, optimism was high at COMAC. The company had invested years of effort and billions of dollars, hoping to finally challenge the dominance of Boeing and Airbus on the world stage. But then, it hit a major roadblock that would change the course of its ambitions. In April 2025, EASA, the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, announced the C919 wouldn't be certified until at least 2028, and possibly as late as 2031, citing the need for more extensive reviews and additional safety data. This delay was a significant blow to COMAC's global ambitions, effectively locking the C919 out of Europe for years and stalling its momentum just as it was gaining international attention. EASA's certification process proved far more complex and demanding than anticipated, raising new doubts about the aircraft's readiness and highlighting the strict standards required for entry into the European market. Without EASA approval, the C919 can't operate in 31 European countries, cutting off access to one of the world's most lucrative aviation markets. And it's not just Europe. Many other nations around the globe follow EASA's lead, making this setback even more far-reaching for COMAC. The delay sends a clear signal to airlines and regulators worldwide that the C919 isn't ready for prime time, causing hesitation among potential buyers and partners. For COMAC, it's a harsh reminder: building a plane is only half the battle. Proving its safety and reliability to the world's toughest regulators is an even greater challenge, requiring patience and persistence. The company now faces a long, demanding process to meet Europe's rigorous standards, with every detail under scrutiny and no shortcuts allowed. For now, the dream of global competition is suddenly much further away, and the path forward remains uncertain. EASA's decision wasn't about a single flaw, but a web of technical and procedural concerns. The C919 combines Chinese design with Western components, creating complex integration challenges. ESA demands proof that these hybrid systems, especially avionics and flight controls, work seamlessly and safely. Regulators want exhaustive evidence of redundancy, cybersecurity, and fail-safes. Even minor issues like cockpit warning priorities can stall certification. ESA also needs deep trust in COMAC's processes and transparency, something that takes years to build. The agency must independently validate data from China's SIAC, requiring unprecedented access to proprietary information. Any gaps or ambiguities mean more questions and more delays. For COMAC, the challenge is proving not just the plane's safety, but the robustness of its entire development ecosystem. ESA's delay has shrunk the C919's global market overnight. Without European certification, the C919 is off-limits to major airlines and leasing companies that need global flexibility. Planes without ESA or FAA approval are seen as risky, limiting their value and appeal. Lower residual values mean higher lease rates, making the C919 less competitive, even if it's cheaper to buy. The reputational hit is severe. The delay feeds doubts about the C919's technology and safety. Most orders come from Chinese state-owned airlines. Winning over independent global customers now looks unlikely. In aviation, perception is reality, and the C919's image has taken a hit. The aircraft's international future is uncertain, and its dream of reshaping global aviation is on hold. For now, the C919 remains grounded outside China, waiting for a breakthrough. The road to global acceptance is proving longer and tougher than anyone expected. In the US, news of the C919's European troubles was likely met with relief. The delay preserves the Boeing-Airbus duopoly in the single-aisle market for years to come. For Boeing, still recovering from its own crises, the C919 setback is a welcome reprieve. The C919 is more than a plane. It's a symbol of the US-China tech rivalry. Washington has worked to slow China's rise in aerospace, and the ESA delay fits American interests. Notably, COMAC hasn't sought FAA certification, likely seeing it as an even tougher, more political challenge. The certification process has become a test of trust in China's institutions, a trust in short supply in the West. For now, Boeing and Airbus keep their grip on the market, and the barriers to entry remain sky-high. The C919 struggle shows that in aviation, global standards are as powerful as the planes themselves. Despite international setbacks, the C919 is thriving at home. China's vast aviation market needs thousands of new jets, and the C919 fills that demand. Backed by the state, Chinese airlines have ordered over 1,000 C919s, guaranteeing years of production. Every domestic flight builds COMAC's experience and operational record, crucial for future international bids. Inside China, the C919 is a source of pride and proof of technological progress. Protected from global competition, the C919 can grow, improve, and generate revenue. The domestic market acts as an incubator, giving COMAC time to mature its jetliner. For now, the C919's success story is written in Chinese skies. Blocked in the West, China is pivoting to new markets, determined to chart a new course for its aviation ambitions. COMAC is now targeting friendly nations in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, offering the C919 as an affordable and modern alternative to Western jets. These regions are eager for new aviation partners, and China is stepping in to fill the gap. This Silk Road strategy mirrors the approach used for the ARJ-21 regional jet, which found buyers in countries close to Beijing, building trust and experience for COMAC in international markets. The C919 is being marketed to Belt and Road partners, often with attractive financing from Chinese banks. These deals make the aircraft more accessible and help strengthen diplomatic ties. However, the jet's reliance on Western engines and avionics remains a vulnerability. Export controls could limit sales and complicate support for international customers. Despite these challenges, COMAC continues working with EASA, aiming for eventual certification that would open doors to Europe and beyond. EASA's director believes COMAC will succeed, but it will take time, resources, and a commitment to meeting strict international standards. Meanwhile, the C919 will build its reputation at home and among allied nations, proving its reliability and performance in real-world operations. Competing with Boeing and Airbus remains a distant goal, but China is playing the long game, investing in technology and relationships for the future. The C919's journey is just beginning, one domestic flight and one new market at a time. With each step, China moves closer to its dream of becoming a true global aviation power.